Greetings again from Las Vegas, or near Las Vegas. I think we'll open this one up with me and my little buddy here has decided to hang out next to me. I don't know if you can see him over there, but this little fella has decided he's just gonna hang out, completely fearless. Hey, what you doing? Anyway, pretty nice. So technically, not actually in Las Vegas. We're just outside Boulder City here at the Hoover Dam Lodge. This place has been here comes the missus, for quite a long time. It's got quite a story. Started in the early 1900s. This was essentially a mining spot that it was claimed to be a gold and a turquoise mine. And that didn't really ever go anywhere. I think it was Mr. Sullivan that registered it. Little buddy is still hanging out next to the bike there. He just probably wants a little snack or something. And I think they called it Sullivan's Gulch for a while. And eventually that was sold to somebody who wanted to develop this into a little casino. And in the 50s, it opened up as a small casino to service people going back and forth between the Hoover Dam, or Boulder Dam, Hoover Dam, whatever, and back into town. And it was a small place with 6 slot machines, a snack shop, a few things like that. 40 years later, well, not that far, sometime later, it gradually developed into what we have today, a full-blown hotel, full-blown casino. 98, the casino part burned down, and it was rebuilt a year later and became the Hacienda. So when we moved here, this was the Hacienda Casino. And 2015, it was sold to the owners of Dottie's Casinos, and now it's called the Hoover Dam Lodge. Another facelift. Funny part of this is it's completely surrounded by the national parks. The national parks keeps trying to buy it. They consider this somewhat of an eyesore. But when they did the last remodel, they kind of did some of this earth tone painting to match the surroundings a little bit better. It's really quite nice. So this is also a great place with a giant parking lot for doing meetups, for car cruises, bike cruises, that sort of thing. So we're going to take a couple of other views and show you just what you get from the views from this area. So this is another reason why this area is such a cool meeting spot. There are a lot of hiking trails around here, and you can park in the Lake Mead National Park. There's a parking lot that is before you have to pay a toll to get in. So that's an option. Or you can park here, hang out at the casino for a little bit, and jump right down onto those same trails. And there's another Roadrunner. Off in the distance here, but maybe make a couple of friends. I'm looking to see, must not be any coyotes around here chasing these Roadrunners. Although I will say when we first moved here, we saw a Roadrunner and a coyote in the first day out in the desert, or in the same day out in the desert. That was pretty cool. In my Looney Tunes geek on. But here's another part of why this is so amazing. Get up on the curb here, and we are, woo! My balance not so good today, but Lake Mead right behind us. So very cool view here. There used to be, I don't think it's there anymore, a helicopter tour place right there. You could just go up on the top of that platform, and there was a little landing pad for helicopters, and they'd take you down, fly over the Hoover Dam area, stuff like that. This place used to have a great cafe. We used to meet my mother here, who lives in Arizona. It's kind of a midway point frequently, but they closed the darn thing. I don't understand why. It was really good, great employees too. So Hoover Dam Lodge trailhead. So if you come down here, and it shows you a little bit. We are here. And there's the spot where you can park for the national park. But you come down here, and this will actually take you all the way to the dam if you want. We've done that before. It's a great hike. And you actually go through some old railroad tunnels. So it's a bit of a, where the heck is the, you don't want to just, okay, I guess it's over there to the right, or is it over there to the left? I don't remember. I think it's over there to the side there. I see one here as well though, but great walk, great hike. But the main line is down there, takes you through these railroad things, these old railroad tunnels. So Hoover Dam Lodge and Casino, great place to start. Actually, that's not what today's video is about. Today, we're gonna go check out Temple Bar Marina in Arizona, which is a marina that is also on Lake Mead, but about an hour and a half away from here. This was just our starting point, and we thought it was pretty cool with some fun history about how National Park really would like to take this back, but the owners are just, sorry dude, we're keeping the casino here because people like it. And I did want to mention too, it's December 21st and it's 57 degrees and it's t-shirt weather in Vegas area. Yeah. Of course it's nasty in the summer, but man, we have so many great riding exploration months here. A little chilly means you have the perfect incentive to wear proper gear when you're riding. So we love it here. Uh-oh. I think this lady might be trying to mess with my stuff. I'm gonna have to rough her up.
You ready to roll?
Ready to roll.
Let's do it.
Off we go. Heading out from the Hoover Dam Lodge towards Temple Bar Marina. Our first time going here in Arizona. A marina, most of the marina is actually going to be closed, but these things are still pretty, and it's nice to identify these locations to determine, do you want to check it out yourself someday? Ooh, tunnel view, cool. Yeehaw, and then we have a traffic circle. Whatever. All right, get me on to 11/93. Yeehaw! Oh, time to give it a little juice. Okay. Yeah, we're okay. So, this is heading up towards the Hoover Dam. It's really pretty throughout here. So much of this rock formation, the structure. There's a couple of scenic areas you can stop at. It's really nice. This is the heading towards the bypass bridge, so we don't actually cross the dam. Shoot, that should be one of our trips, is we should actually go to the dam. Duh. There's a nice parking lot and stuff there, parking garage. But I have to give that a shot. I'm gonna try this thing out and see how this works. Apparently not very well. So here we are, crossing the Hoover Dam bypass. I don't know if you can see it over there. I can't see it, so I'm sure you can't see it. Still pretty cool. And as Google Maps says, welcome to Arizona. Let's see if we can get this to work. Yeah, there we go. Little front-facing action. So I travel this route quite often. This is the way to my mother's house in Arizona. And it's about an hour 15, hour and a half to her place. It's actually kind of nice, especially on a big street bike, which this is, I guess, qualifies as that. And this part, at least, once you get down into the flatlands, it's a little boring for a little while, and windy usually. But this section here is a little curvy, a little rocky, a little mountainy, and it's really pretty. So, what do we have here? Oh, that sucks. Looks like they're handling it though. But 58 degrees. The sun is out, mostly. And wow. And we're doing 65. Okay, the speed limit's 65. Stop complaining. Look at the view over there. I mean, wow. It's always such a stark contrast from the areas that actually have water. These desert landscapes are so different. It's just a different kind of beauty. Looks like a foreign planet sometimes. It took us a while to get used to it, but I mean, look at the roads ahead of us. It's just gorgeous. Oh, there she goes. She's tearing off around that truck. I guess I should have caught up. Maybe I will. Do a little passing here. See what that feels like. Woo! Now, I'm not any kind of a product reviewer, but I gotta tell you, man, these climb products, really good. I had a Bell Adventure helmet. I really liked it. But I'm coming through here, this same road, I don't know, a few years ago, and you don't have to leave the visor on top, but I know it's a roost deflector is the primary function, but when you're riding into the sun, it's really nice to keep the sun out of your eyes. But I'm riding along, and one of the side, there's a bolt on the top of the helmet. It just disappeared, and the visor went up in the air, and it whipped my head back. Holy crap, I thought I was in trouble. I was right by a scenic overlook, so I was able to, actually a scenic overlook was just up here on the other side of the road, because I was coming back towards Vegas. I was able to pull in, I was riding with a buddy. But, wow. This helmet is a Climb Krios Pro. You've seen me ranging from 55 to 105 on some of these with this helmet. It's got the full visor. And there is no wind buffeting, no wind issue at all. Man, this thing is great as a adventure / street riding helmet. I don't think I will ever buy anything else. So when I hit my 5-year mark or whatever the recommended replacement cycle is, I'm getting another one. Same goes for this jacket. This jacket is made out of pure magic. This Marrakesh jacket from Climb. Oh my God. And the gloves. So anyway, I'm man crushing all over my some of this gear, but after so many years, you tried so many things, and when you find stuff that really works, well, I always say when you find a pair of gloves that really fit, buy 3 pair, because it's so hard to find gloves that fit really well. And this on the right, I believe this is Willow Beach. That's what it is, Willow Beach Marina. Let's see if that's true. If that's correct. Yep, Willow Beach Road. We'll go down there in a future trip to explore that one. Another beautiful marina along the Colorado River, which is over there. Our path will take us in a little different direction, and lucky me, I'm completely unknown area. It was recommended by my stepfather around Thanksgiving weekend. Hey, you should check out Temple Bar. I was like, okay. All right, half a mile, Temple Bar Road. I don't know how much of a notice we're going to get for this. For the people who are in the fast lane behind us, but here we are. It's a little short. Alright, I'm going to sit here for a minute and not take my chances with the vehicles coming from the highway Interstate 11 doing 75 miles an hour. Give that a nice big break. There we go. Okay, no services next 28 miles. So, let's see. Oh, that's just a truck. I thought that was a big sign right there or something. Nope, just a truck. So it says 33 minutes, another 26 miles until we reach, 50 miles an hour along here though. That's cool. And you see this all over this area. No joke. Watch for crossing cattle. This is a really cool area. That's a cool concept. When you look at the ownership on the map in a lot of these areas in Arizona, it looks like a checkerboard. And what's going on is, I think it's 10 square miles, 5 square miles, 10 square miles, something like that, will be BLM, Bureau of Land Management, and then somebody owns a square, and then BLM, somebody owns a square. So like 50% of the land is owned by BLM, 50% of it is owned by private citizens or companies or whatever. And most of that is for cattle ranchers. So the agreement is there's no fences. They don't have to put up fences. And the cattle are free to roam all this area without any issues. So legit, you have to watch out for cattle, because in Dolan Springs, for example, you will see them. You'll pull up into a cafe or a little store or something, and there'll be cattle just wandering through the parking lot. And that's just normal in that area, because there's, you don't think of, you look around and you go, this cattle ranching? But yeah, it is. It's a big area for it, and it's pretty cool. So, and not to mention, this is where the flatland stuff starts, and it's usually pretty windy throughout here. Sometimes you'll get really bad dust storms. I've had one where I could barely see a couple of cars in front of me back on the interstate. So, good place to put windmills, in an area where it's always windy, or very often windy. So that makes sense. How cool is it to be exploring on a road you've never been on before? This is what I love. There's nobody out here. It's the definition of wide open spaces. You don't see trash spread all over the place. I do like Arizona. But traveling on unfamiliar territory is the best. I mean, there's something to be said for familiar turns and curves and stuff like that, but when you're out exploring in an area where you've never been, love it. Half a mile, we're going to be turning right. Okay. Google Maps just said in half a mile, turn right to stay on Temple. Oh, there it is. I don't know how visible that is in the camera, but there's Lake Mead again. Woohoo! Cool. Pretty view. We still have 13 miles till we actually get there, but oh yeah, you don't want to go that way, especially not with the vet off to the left on that dirt road. This is not a solo trip. Cool. These are the areas, flashback. Riding on the dirt bike out in the trails. Having a day where I was feeling particularly confident in myself. I was out in the front of our little group, moving pretty fast. I don't know. In my mind, I was doing 45 or something, but I was probably doing more like 25 or 35. Dirt trails, just smoking through, and there's this one spot that had washed away going across the road, in Arroyo, I think you call it. And I didn't slow down enough. And for me, my skill level, I kind of roll through this thing. Now, a more experienced dirt rider would simply blip their front tire up and boom, and just bounce through it. Me, I didn't slow down enough. I wasn't skilled enough to lift up my front tire, so my front tire went into it, and at whatever speed I was going, dead stop. Sailed over the handlebars, little Superman action, landed on, but fortunately my face broke my fall. That was the Bell helmet back then, and thank you for protecting my face. I've got my arm scraped up a little bit, but probably had a concussion. And then, you worry about the bike tumbling behind you, which it did. I think it was a Yamaha WR 250R back then. So I lay there for a minute feeling sorry for myself and feeling stupid. My buddies catch up within a few minutes and like, oh my God, I'm laying in the dirt. The bike looks a little jacked up. First thing I do, is the bike okay? Same thing every motorcycle rider does. They propped it up. I go over there, climb on it, it starts right up. Hell yeah. And then my world starts to get black and smaller, and I didn't black out, but it looked like I was getting close to it, and they were all going, you probably have a concussion, dude. Sit down. We're going to go get the truck. They were all retired police officer friends of mine, and one of them sat with me, and the other two went and got the truck and came back and picked up the bike, took me back. And the one that sat with me talked to me the whole time so I wouldn't go to sleep, and I was so annoyed by that. I'm just, you shut up, I just want to go to sleep, which is the worst thing you can do, I guess, in that situation. He was doing exactly what he should have done. And then it's like you get so sleepy, you just want to close your eyes, put your head on your backpack and take a little nap in the desert. And about 30 minutes after this all happened, boom, right back up, fully awake, everything, felt fine again. So I don't know if that was like a little weird swelling, or I don't know what all that's about, but anyway, interesting little story. And another example of if you don't crash once in a while, if you don't cross the line, you don't know what your limits are, and you got to cross it once in a while to find out. And we were out riding again within the next week or two in the same area because it's just too much damn fun. So after getting a new helmet, of course, because that one was cracked the helmet and the shield and all that stuff. I got the same one, so good stuff. But and good stories. Life leaves you with good stories to tell when you're out in the middle of Temple Bar Road and still have 6.5 miles to go before you reach the Marina. That's what life stories are for, right? There we are. About 2 miles left. I noticed something interesting. Some of these free-range cows, they're leaving little presents on the road. I wonder if that's part of the ranger's duty. duty. I think this is an example of that, right? Oh yeah, there's an example. Yum yum. Spent a lot of time on a dairy farm growing up. My parents' best friends owned a dairy farm, so no stranger to cow patties. Boy, this is turning into a nice view here. Oh yeah! Oh wow! Yeah. I guess this is technically a little bit of an offshoot of the Colorado River / Lake Mead, but I think it's really just Lake Mead. I don't know if this would exist without the dam. I don't know. I don't know the logistics of all this stuff. Oh, you can start to see some buildings and whatnots. Scenic overlook there. Another cattle guard. So these are, if you're not familiar with these, there'll be a fence on either side of the road that goes off into the desert, and the cows apparently will not cross those. So you can leave the road open, you can have the cattle are prevented from coming into this area, they stay back there. So it's probably the last of the road presence. And congested area ahead. Cars can still flow through. It's pretty cool. Interesting discovery at some point that put those metal grates across the road, and cows must look at it. Well, they can't, I guess, because they're, they'll hurt themselves. So they apparently are at least smart enough for that part to keep from stepping into those. All right. Boy, there's some pretty rock structures across the river. Almost looks like it's been carved. And it's a 25 zone here. Looks like there's some mailboxes, some kind of a official office there. And pets on leash. Camping area to the right. Tents and RVs, I guess. Oh, and there's an RV park here as well. Nice. Wonder if they have any full-time residents in here, or if people just set it up as... It's somewhat remote, but some people like that. Road ends 1,000 feet. Thank you, Google. I don't think we need you anymore. Nothing personal. Temple Bar Marina right there to the left. Oh, somebody snuck something through here. Looks like some of the cows didn't listen to the rules. Well, I think those are the little fishing shacks. I think you can rent those for like $56 a night or something like that if you don't mind using the community shared bathroom area. I'm not exactly sure where we're going to go for some photo type stuff. Maybe we'll just drive down here just to do a little. I think this is like the boat launch thing. Different. It's definitely a different setup than we saw. And there's something going on down there. Maybe we will stop up here so we're not intruding on anybody's stuff, because I think this is specifically the boat launch. And I don't want to get the Corvette down in an area that maybe isn't the best place for it. So let's get set up. Well, here we are at Temple Bar Marina. This is the marina part behind us here, and it's a pretty significant boat launch, big paved concrete ramp down there. I don't know that we're going to go down into that area because it looks like that's kind of specifically for launching boats and stuff like that. It's not set up quite the same as Cottonwood Cove, but a good facility, good long run down here. Looks like it's some covered parking down there. They have, they rent pontoon boats and ski boats and things like that. So all kinds of stuff available here. We're going to go up and walk around a little bit in the marinas. There's a shop and a restaurant which closes at the end of October for the season. And then there's a motel area in addition to the RV parking, the RV park and camping and stuff like that that's also available up there. The cabins we looked up run anywhere from the mid about $50 or $60 if you want to get a fishing cabin that's really basic. Doesn't include a bathroom. You have to use a community bathroom situation. And then they have all the way up to $80s, $100 for some nicer ones that are also up in that same general area there if you want your own private bathroom and little kitchenette and things like that. So I think this is for people who want to come and go out and do some fishing in Lake Mead. You don't have to BYOB. You don't have to bring your own boat. You can rent one here if you want, if you don't own one. And not a bad idea to come out here. And even if you're not a resident and you just want to try this as a alternative as a tourist to hanging out in Vegas, all these marinas are great for that kind of stuff. So let's go walk around the actual facilities here and see what's up. And then afterwards, go get us some barbecue. We're going to try out Buffalo Barbecue on 93, another place we've never been before. All right. So Temple Bar Marina. This is motel, RV, cabins, boat and rental office. So boat shop, that's where you get signed up for renting boats. There's in the distance here, there's a store for, the restaurant's in there as well, which we understand is closed this time of year. It's off season. Store may be closed also. And spot to get ice for your camping, your boat, especially in the summer. Oh yeah, you want that. And then if we come back over this area behind us, there are the little fishing cabins you can rent. Those are very inexpensive. Restrooms, we've confirmed those are functional even in December. And then a little further off over here behind us, I believe that's the motel area. So not huge here, very remote, but I think that's what some people are looking for, is very remote, and this offers it. So let's go walk around a little bit and see what's up. So just like at Cottonwood Cove, they have a fish cleaning station. Looks like this one is down for repairs, but off season is the time to do some repairs, I suppose. Let's walk down this little area here, sort of a covered picnic table area. Okay, and then this is the actual motel thing off that way, it looks like. So, oh yeah, so charcoal grills and propane grills. Yeah, nice. All right. Hank Hill would be pleased. Be considerate. Clean up after yourself. Yeah, damn right. All right, well.
Fire pit.
Oh, that's right. A nice fire pit slash barbecue, which is campsite style.
Yeah.
Very nice. All right, and then a little group area. You could have a whatever birthday party or whatever you want right here for a group of people. So lots of places for grilling. And I don't think we're going to try climbing up the hill here. So, but again, you look at the background here.
It's beautiful.
It's really pretty. So much smaller marina than at Cottonwood Cove, but I'm assuming they don't get as much activity here, but there's still a lot of boats out there. So very tranquil, very peaceful. Let's head back up in the motel area. All right, so from this viewpoint, you can see the little fishing cabins here. Handful of them, and the actual motel. A lot of the more picnic areas here, more barbecues. Really nice that they have all this available for everybody. I suppose the idea is you go out and catch your own fish, come back and you can grill them up right here with your friends, and then catch some Z's in your, I think one of these they may even call a suite, the big $100 expensive ones. So if you want to splurge, it's honestly, when you consider what everything costs for lodging in these areas, you know, $56 or whatever it is for one of the fishing cabins, or 80 to 100 for one of these rooms is pretty reasonable. And I think that's about it for Temple Bar Marina. So we are going to wrap it up, gear up, head back out towards Interstate 11, Highway 93, and head to Buffalo Barbecue and give that a try. All right. Here we go. We got that Corvette growl. We are heading to the barbecue place now. Oh yeah. Start this bad boy up. All right. Head north. I guess that's what we're gonna do. Here we go. 74, it can't be 74. All right. Go nice and slow out of here. It's a 25 zone. Meet up with my mother at the barbecue place. Have us some pulled pork or something like that. I just have to say, Google Maps is awesome. We had, pre-cached or pre-downloaded offline maps for most of Southern Nevada and parts of Arizona for these trips. So I know I have offline data or offline map data stored on the phone. So when we were at Temple Bar, there was Wi-Fi available, free Wi-Fi, but there was no actual cell service there. Not a big deal. We put in Buffalo Barbecue. Already knew where to find that from previously looking it up. Boom, start our navigation, even though we're offline. And about 2 minutes ago, Google Maps through Android Auto goes, boom, you're back online. And you're on the fastest route. That's awesome. It just jumps up and says, oh, hey, by the way, no, we were working offline, but we're not anymore. You're back to good, and you'll be there in 30 minutes. That is just awesome. I know there's plenty of great alternative navigation apps, especially for adventure riding, like Gaia, which I used for trail riding and trail mapping and planning and route planning and stuff, which I would probably use that again if I was doing the extreme remote desert trails. But man, for these paved roads and some of the dirt roads, you just can't beat Google Maps. It's just so good. Well, maybe you can beat it if you get really familiar with one of those others, but it's just really good. It's nice to have all these options. Here's one of our major navigational moments. Turn left to stay on the same road. All right, fine. I think it says 13 more miles until, oh, look at all the 13 more miles until we reach the main highway, and then all the windmills across the horizon. Man, that's nice. This is kind of pretty going in this direction. You get this ridge line over here. All the way around us. Somewhat in a bowl here. Oh, this is gorgeous. Oh, ranger station. I know it's probably empty, but why not pretend like we're behaving ourselves? No need to buzz the tower. It is right about 60 degrees on December 21st. Wow. What a beautiful day to be riding. Beautiful day for her to be driving that Corvette. This is great. All right, let's slow down to 25, passing through here. Just because. That's what you do. One more time, we have our national park passes, but one more time we didn't have to bother with it because off season. So anyway, 19 more miles to barbecue. Just saying, this Temple Bar Road, it's a glorious straight line for a pretty long haul. There are a few dips occasionally, but I don't know that any of them are enough of a problem to bottom out. I've been trying to slow down to make sure the Corvette doesn't have that issue, but there was a little bump right there. But for the most part, yeah, there's another one. Once we left the actual national park area and just got onto the actual road here, the road is not in as good a shape as the national park part, but especially for a bike, yeah, there's no worries here. This is nice and smooth and a little too easy actually, but you know, good solid road. Nothing to worry about except for that occasional stray wandering cow. And here we are back at the main highway. Just got to be careful because everybody's doing big speeds. So, oh, looks like there's been a little bang bang right here too. So we jump out into the middle right now and then sit here for a while until there's a good opening. And I'm just gonna wait as long as I think I should. To play it safe, because these guys, especially the truck, it looks like we're after these trucks. I think we'll be good, because those fellas can't stop on a dime like the rest of us. Alright, we're just about to turn into Buffalo Barbecue. And I don't know if you can see that, but I certainly can feel it. Yep. It's up to 64 degrees. December 21st, 2024, 64 degrees. As much as we love it, we also think to ourselves, uh-oh, what does that mean for the summer? Barbecue here. I think this is the place. So let's give it a shot. This is a dangerous turnoff. Such a high-speed road. Oh, and it's dirt. She's not going to be crazy about that. Maybe I'll park up by the bikes. Get myself out of the way here. Yeah, that'll work. Smells good. It looks like it was worth the drive. I'm about to find out. Well, I'm gonna head on out from the Buffalo Barbecue. We did enjoy the pulled pork, and I'm gonna play it safe again. A lot of customers here, interesting location. I would certainly come back again for the pulled pork. We want to try the pizza still, so. And have ourselves a little U-turn here. Some of other customers from the barbecue place. Nice big group. Oh, there we go. Green light. It's nice to see all these people out here enjoying the amazing weather. And let's punch it, baby. I gotta watch out for these people because they don't know I'm driving like a ding dong. That's an interesting place too. Alright, so one more stop. There's a nice scenic overlook just up here. We'll check that out. And we're done for the day. Now look at this view. Wow, wow, wow. I think we're coming up to the scenic overlook soon. I hope I don't miss it. Willow Beach, 1 mile. This is where it gets pretty again. I think the scenic overlook on this side of the road is not too far from Willow Beach. It's kind of easy to get caught up in all of how what does this say? Willow Beach Road. Easy to get caught up in just how pretty all this is, and next thing you know, you missed your turn. I'm gonna buzz on by these guys. What does it say here? Scenic view, half a mile. This is it. So we have to be careful to get off quickly so we don't cause any trauma to the big rigs back there, but yeah, we're fine. This is it. Yeah, this is a pretty little spot. Ooh, better stop. Just a short little zip up to a parking lot up here, and a nice view. I think I'm gonna swing it around, back it in. And of course we have to have another car doing the same thing. Whatever. Everybody likes to enjoy these beautiful days. Alright, here is our final stop before we head home today. This is the scenic overlook near Willow Beach, along Interstate 11 or Highway 93, whichever way you want to call it. And that's Colorado River down there, or a little piece of it. So very nice, very pretty. So that's going to call it for the day. Hope you enjoyed the trip down to, what was it called again? Temple Bar. Down to Temple Bar and off to Buffalo Barbecue. Boy, it's so nice out. It's still gorgeous. So it's been a great day to be outside. Great day to be out in a Corvette and a Triumph Tiger 1200 Rally Explorer. All those words just adds up to what we like to call awesome. So until next time, hope you enjoyed this one. And
see you later.
Stay safe out there.